Hello everybody, I'm idatheone and welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a purple themed speed build here in San Myshuno. This apartment I'm building right now is for my very veggie legacy heir. If you're unfamiliar with the challenge, it's created by Little Simsy, and basically it's a 10 generation legacy challenge where each generation is themed after a different vegetable. The one we're building for right now is eggplant, and their color is, of course, purple. Which was surprisingly hard. There are not that many purple swatches in this game, I'm slowly realizing. So I'm looking forward to getting on to one of the next generations where I know there'll be more colors or items to work with. So what I did for this one instead was include a bunch of accent colors such as pink and grays that really go well with the purple, but still make it all feel like it's one harmonious purple build. What I'm starting on here is actually the kitchen, where I end up picking like gray counters instead of the purple ones, because the swatches that were there were like too much. I really didn't like the shades of purple on them, and they were just like in your face. So what I do instead to make it fit with the color scheme of the sim is just surrounding it in a bunch of other purple items, and the walls as well are going to be purple, which really helps a lot trying to pull this color theme together with everything. And next up with the appliances, this actually worked out. We don't have other purple swatches than like these very expensive fridges and ovens that only have a bit of purple on them, but they're also very gray, which fit in with the rest of the kitchen. I also tried to put like a purple tile backsplash here, as you see, but I end up changing it to like a dark one, I think either dark gray or black, because I feel like it fit better in with the build, but still a bunch of purple accessories everywhere to really make it fit with the theme. Another thing I had to include in this kitchen was the wine or nectar storage racks from Horse Ranch. It's called Horse Ranch. I can never remember the name of the packs. But our sim here, as part of the challenge, she has to keep a nectar collection and make nectar throughout it. So I included these wine racks in the kitchen where we can store it. And then on the balcony, I'll put some pots and plants and places where we can actually grow the crops to make the nectar. I forget it in this recording to put a nectar making stand, like the one where you have to squish it with your feet. I forget to put that on the balcony, but it's fixed now, and when I go back and give a tour of the house, you can see where I put it. So everything's okay now. Yeah, and you can see me begin on that nectar storage right here in this corner of the build. Another thing I do in a bit is to change up the wallpaper on this wall to like a darker purple. I feel like that worked a lot better than the pastel purple theme I had throughout it. Just because we're working with such a limited color palette, you want to be able to do contrast within it. So by having these darker purple walls, maybe I can do some pastel purple furniture, and that way it won't all blend together, it'll actually look a lot more cohesive. This is stuff you learn in art school. Yeah, work with contrast. I think that was a big thing that helped me throughout this build. Another thing I do is use the bisexual swatch on a lot of the like pride themed items, because that has like both purple in it, but also the blues and pinks that just gives this illusion of it all being purple. I feel like I'm presenting for an exam right now with the way I'm speaking. I just had my finals exam for my 4th semester project, and whew, I'm glad it's over now, but I'm still like in that art school presenting vibe. I don't know. Like, speaking of colors just reminds me of it, but I'm happy it's over. And now, since we're on the topic of things that have happened this week, I want to talk about something I did yesterday, which I think is so funny, but also kind of painful. So I was out at a picnic with my best friend from high school just to catch up a bit, and it's really sunny here right now. I think it was like 25 degrees Celsius. I think that's about like 80 degrees almost Fahrenheit. And I'm ginger and I get sunburned so easily. So I'm always very cautious of the UV. It was at like almost a 6 yesterday. So I put a lot of strong sunscreen on, like my arms and my face. I had like a long skirt on and socks and shoes on to cover the rest of my body because I don't want to get sunburned. It's painful. But something I didn't realize was that I had these checkered socks on that are like half see-through, half fabric. And oh my gosh, I've gotten sunburned on my feet because of course I didn't think to put sunscreen on them while I was wearing socks. I'll put up a picture here. It's so funny. My feet are checkered right now. I think we're gonna have to wear flip-flops with sunscreen on for some time now. It's just so funny to me. I keep looking at them and laughing at it. Also, the fact that I took pictures of my shoes because I thought it was like a really cute fit that I was wearing, and now looking back at it, it's just so funny because I did not know what was gonna happen to them. Another thing is that it's my birthday today, actually, as of recording this. I'm pre-recording a bunch of videos because tomorrow I'm going to the States for 2 months over the summer, so I have to prepare a bunch of content for you guys. So I hope you're all enjoying it. That's why my commentary and like stuff I say in the episodes might be a bit behind. Like if someone leaves a comment, I can't respond to it right now because it's all gonna be in the future. I have so many videos on my scheduled list in the YouTube studio, but I've been having so much fun making stuff for you guys. I'm really excited for you all to see it. By now you have seen it and caught up with the episodes in the challenge. If you haven't watched them, I would recommend you give them a try. But also we're starting a new Legacy Heir next episode, which will be 7 or 8, I think. I'll link it in the thumbnails at the end of this video and also down below if you want to start watching it but don't want to catch up, because I understand 6 or 7 episodes, however many I've recorded at this point, might be a bit too long to watch. But they've been really funny. They got very chaotic at the end when I had to finish all the challenges for the first generation to complete them so I could move on to this one before she got too old. Because we're playing on short lifespan and it's so chaotic. I'm getting so many calls in the game from like people we know that are passing away. Like it's every 5 minutes at some points. Crazy, absolutely crazy. But I'm excited to get started here on the next one. I think it's going to be so much fun to do the purple gen or eggplant gen, because she's going to be evil and we'll have to play through the villainous Valentine aspiration. I've never done that before. I really don't like breakups and cheating in my Sims game nor real life, so I tend to avoid it. So this will be my first time playing through that aspiration. We're also going to be a romance consultant at the same time. You see upstairs I'll actually build a therapist's office for her, so like her computer desk area will also include like a 2-person love seat couch and a little chair for her to sit in. I thought it'd be kind of funny to have like a home office upstairs. I also put like a heart neon sign above the door so you'll know which place to go through. Just some fun details here. I'm having a lot of fun with this build. Also adding like the woohoo game on the table in the living room that you can see here. But now we're moving upstairs. The first thing I work on, I think, is actually the home gym. I guess that's actually another part of this challenge, is that we have to get to level 10 in the fitness skill. So I thought instead of having to go to the gym all the time, we can have this home gym just to keep up the fitness. But also this is a pretty big apartment, and I know at some point we'll need to have kids because we need an heir for the legacy challenge. My plan is to actually put on risky woohoo and then maybe have it be like an accident baby in quotation marks. That way we won't actually know who the father is maybe, and I think that would be more fun and also fitting for the personality of this generation. So for that, we can actually change one of these rooms, either the gym or maybe the home office, into the bedroom for the legacy heir, which I think is pretty smart. Also, I love this rack of like hand weights. I think it's so cute. Such a nice item that they added with the Lovestruck pack. There are a couple of things from Lovestruck that I could add in this home gym because they had like purple swatches for it. So that helped out a lot. Also this yoga mat, just super cute details everywhere. But I wish I'd just add more purple items. I don't know why we have so few purple swatches. I feel like it's a pretty common like favorite color for people. Also it just looks pretty. Why would you not have more purple? There's so much blue in this game and brown as well. And I get it. They're like very versatile colors, but purple is so pretty. Give me more. I need it. But now we're moving on to that romance therapist office that I talked about earlier. I just thought it would be a really fun way to include like a desk space and then instead turn it into a home office for her career. I actually don't know if you can work from home I assume you can, because that's the case for most of the newer careers in this game. This is another thing that I haven't played through. A lot of the challenges in the Very Vetri Legacy challenge is actually stuff that I haven't done before, just because I've been away for the game for a couple of packs, so there's a lot of like playthrough that I haven't gone through yet. So I'm super excited to get to all of those aspects, and a lot of them are in this generation here. So I think it's going to be super fun learning it with all of you guys, and hopefully I can complete it in time, because this is a bit stressful. Like the short lifespan, whew, it's very rushed, but we did buy some potions of youth for the previous generation just to make sure we could catch up. We only drank one, but it is possible, I think. And I think I need to mention, short lifespan is not a part of the rules for this challenge. It's something extra that I added on just to see if it was possible. And I thought it would make it more fun and engaging that we go through generations a lot faster. And there's still like a challenging aspect to it that we have to complete things before we age up. So it's fun, but stressful. The one that I was initially most worried about was actually the generation that has to go to university. I think it's the yellow one. I actually don't quite remember. But because you have to finish a degree at university, you need to be there for at least 4 semesters, which is 4 weeks in-game. So my plan for that one is to try and graduate early as a teen, because if you get really good grades, at some point they'll actually let you graduate from school early. And that way we can get a head start on all the university stuff. So I think it should be possible. Maybe we'll have to drink another potion of youth, but we'll see when we get there. It's far into the future. Right now, I'm just finishing decorating the office. I had a really hard time figuring out what painting to put above this couch. I had a very clear vision in my head of what I wanted, but it just doesn't exist in the game. I wanted like something that was maybe floral or heart themed. I end up going with a painting from Life and Death. I don't really think the frame fits the rest of the house, but with the color palette that we have, I think this is just the best option. And it's kind of on theme, so I just decided to keep it here. I'm also adding a bunch of clutter all around this office, as I tend to do. Just a bunch of stuff on the desk, most of it being purple, just to put that color palette through it. I also really like the carpet that I chose for this room with like the flowers on it, just trying to make it really like romance and love themed. Another thing you'll see is that on that right wall right now is a neon heart, and my plan is to take selfies with everyone that we romance or get together with in the game, and then we can hang all the pictures up on that wall. And then all our clients will be like, oh, that's so cute, that's the people she's helped. No, these are the people who we've dated and the lives that we've destroyed by cheating on them or breaking up with them, which is so horrible. I hate it. I hate that I have to go through this, but I still think it's gonna be fun. It's just a game. It's fiction. We can play evil characters in The Sims and not be evil in real life. I think that is very important to remember. Now I'm furnishing the balcony, and this is where I forgot to put that nectar making stand. Also, I'm just filling stuff in from her inventory. The sim is named Aubrey, who we'll be playing with for this challenge. But yeah, I'm making this balcony. I'm adding a bunch of planter pots for nectar ingredients. Also, we have to plant some giant aubergines or eggplants. So I put that giant gardener pot as well, just so we can have somewhere to plant that one. I'm also making this grill area and some chairs just so we can sit here and have fun. This corner that I'm working on right now is where I'll put the nectar maker in the end. I felt like it looked a bit bare bones in the end, so I actually decided to put a carpet out here. I don't know how realistic it is, but I thought the flooring was just a bit boring, and we can't really change it because that's the one that they're using on the exterior of the build. You'll see me picking it out here. It's actually really like fun wavy shape. It's this one. And I like the pattern on it, and I hadn't used it in the build anywhere. So I was like, okay, I can just throw it out here. Maybe not that realistic, but still cute. Also, these paintings that you see, we have like her parents, which is Brooke, our previous generation, as well as an alien. Because I wanted her to have purple skin, because she has to dress as an eggplant this entire game. Which, why do we have to look like an eggplant? I'm convinced that it's because little Simsy does not like dressing her Sims up in cast. So she was like, we can just throw on an eggplant outfit for all of our fits. Cool, sure, I'll do that. But it's gonna be funny. It also is the reason why they're so evil and hates romance, so I get it. Now we're moving on to the bedroom, and I choose to use this Love-Struck bed. It had a purple swatch, it just didn't show up when I filtered by purple, but I knew it had a purple one. And it actually really helped because it has this like pink salmon-y color to it, so I could use that as well in this room for like the color palette, so it didn't have to be like entirely purple, but it still feels very purple because I mostly use that color to blend everything together and make the house look very cohesive. And I think that's probably the strategy with these purple themed builds. Just pick an accent color for every room, that way you don't have to use purple for everything, because not everything exists in purple. Also, I picked that pink backsplash for the wall behind the bed. I thought it looked really cute and brought in some more pink, as well as the curtains. They're also pink. This TV stand, so it was very nice just to have some pink that I could brighten up the place with a bit, because I was so tired of using purple at this point. Also, it was these same things over and over that showed up, and I'm like, I've already used this. What should I use now? Another thing I do in this bedroom is put a vanity right here. I think it's really cute. She has like her little makeup supplies, and then we have a walk-in closet next to it that's like very open to everything. Also, I filtered by purple so I could use like all the purple clothes on the hangers in there. I thought it was really cute. Something that I've found that's really funny about building these color themed houses is that my method to interior designing is like completely different. Usually I'll think about an object or an item that I'm like, oh, this will be perfect here. I know exactly which item I pick, and like I go through it in the build by mode and I know where it's located. But for this, I'm like sorting by the colors. So I'm just looking at all the items, going through them and being like, ooh, what would work best, trying to figure out which one would fit most in the room, which makes it take a lot longer than normal, because I can't be like, oh yeah, I know this chair comes in purple, or so on. But at the same time, I'm discovering a lot of new items this way, just because I tend to just use the same ones over and over again because I'm familiar with them and I know I like them and I know they work. But throughout this build, I'm like discovering different objects that I could use at other builds, which is pretty cool. Now we're moving on to the last part of this apartment, which is the bathroom. There's only one purple tile in this game, and it's hideous. So I picked pink tile 4, and then we're doing like these purple walls, and I'm also gonna put in some like black or gray tiles around the shower over here. I'm mostly using the sleek bathroom kit, as I've been for most of my builds recently. I just love this kit. It's so gorgeous. Another reason why I chose it is actually because we don't have any purple showers nor toilets. The only thing we have is a purple sink that I put in here briefly but didn't like the tone of the wood of. So what I do instead is just pick a bunch of gray items, more like neutral items, and then put purple clutter everywhere, as well as the walls help a lot in here. And here you can see I put that black tile in. But the speed build is about to finish, and I'll just head over and give you guys a tour. Alright, so this is the house on the inside. Let me just show you where it's located if you're not familiar with this area. It's in the fashion district of San Myshuno, and it's this apartment right up here. Also, this is the sim down in the left corner. But this is what the first floor of the apartment looks like. You can see the gray kitchen that I talked about with the purple accents. Over here we have the living room with these big windows. I'm so happy we can finally edit the windows. Even though it doesn't really line up with it, I still think it's pretty cool. Also, we have that woohoo game that I mentioned. If we move on upstairs, you can go over here, and this is the top floor of the apartment. When you walk up the stairs, you come to this like entrance hallway area. You can go this way into the home gym and continue outwards to the balcony. And this is where I added that nectar making item. Next up, if we move on back here, we have the home office slash therapy office. I think it's really cute, and this is the wall that we're gonna add all those pictures on. Really like the color scheme in here. Next up, we have that bathroom that I just finished. You can see the final little details. I love this plant up here. It's so cute. And then lastly, we have the bedroom in here with the love-struck bed. We also have this cute space-themed alarm clock because she is a half alien. I also added this so we can play with the costumes and stuff, and the walk-in wardrobe. So that's everything for this build. I hope you guys like it as much as I do. I thought it was a fun challenge, at least, to build with all the purple swatches. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and want to check out the Legacy Challenge if you haven't already. I'm personally having so much fun with it and hope you enjoy it too. But thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing if you want to follow for more content, and have a lovely day. Bye!